Okay, I'm here. I'm here, and it is day one of the Stay in Tune challenge. Of course, as soon as I do that, I'm like, what did I do to my hair? Everyone, it's great to see you, and I hope that you can join me in a few minutes. I know Barbara was on her way to join a few seconds ago. So, Barbara, if you're in the Facebook group, I am live now, and you will be able to watch the first day of the Stay in Tune challenge. Um, okay, so this video is going to be available here, but if you know people that aren't in Facebook and they would like to also take part, I will be downloading this video and putting it straight onto YouTube, and every day after the recording, I will be sending that out by email. And so if you miss one of the days during the week, it will also go out to you by email. And we will be live here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then on Friday, I'm going to be doing a live in-person event on Zoom. So it will be streamed to the Facebook group, but you can actually join me on Zoom and then ask questions and find out a little bit more about what you learned during the week. So that's the update about how everything is going to go. Today, our topic is the vocal folds. Okay, so we want to stay in tune, yes, and we don't want to have to think about it too much, of course, because as soon as you think too much about what you're doing, it takes all the fun out of singing, right? However, I know that being stressed or being uncertain about how your voice is going to sound is way worse than overthinking. So I'm going to get you to overthink a little this week. It's almost like when you're learning to drive a car. So when we're learning to drive a car, it is a lot of extra mental effort. We're kind of trying to remember to look at the mirrors. We're looking at street signs. If you're driving in Ireland, you're changing gears. And all of those things take a lot of mental effort. And singing is a bit like that, in that we have multiple things that we could think about. We might be lucky and we might just have a very natural voice, and then we just put our heart and soul into the song and that's it. But most of us, myself included, want to improve the sound of our voices. We don't necessarily think we sound as good as we could just yet, but learning to become better takes a little bit of multitasking in the brain. So I hope each of you have picked a song to practice this week, because I want you to use just one song if you can, okay? Hopefully. Some people find it very hard to pin themselves down. But if you can pick one song, and what I'm going to get you to do is I'm going to get you to do the exercise of each day using your song, okay? And I'll explain the exercise for today once I've explained a little bit more about the vocal folds, as some of you will know it as the vocal cords. I hope everybody's following me so far. If you're watching live, please comment, because that's always a great encouragement. I see there are a few people. Oh, I can see that there are comments, but I don't see the comments. Let me just check if I can find them elsewhere. And so, the vocal folds, they sit in your larynx, in your neck, of course. Okay. Oh, so far so good. Mary Jane. Hello, everyone. Hi, Barbara. David, I guess that's David and Eileen. You're very welcome to be here. Okay, so let's talk about vocal folds. Our vocal folds sit in our, what they call the larynx, which is basically your neck, right? And if you put your hands here on the sides of your neck and say something like, my name is da 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 da, I live in whatever, I'm in Traverse City, Michigan, and just feel the vibration within your voice box. And you can try touching a little lower down, and then you can try touching a little higher up. And you might start to feel with your fingers the general area of the vocal folds. Okay, so it's good to kind of have an idea where they are. Now, your vocal folds are a little bit like, I don't know, they're like an automatic thing, right? We don't actually control our vocal folds very well, right? A bit like, you know, when you learn to write with your hand, right? Imagine when you're learning to write the first letter you ever wrote. It took a little bit of effort to try and figure out how to write the letter A. And now, years later, an A is very simple to write. It could be a scrawl, but you know how to do it. The vocal folds, in a similar way, we develop them through just use, okay? And most people don't do warm-ups and they don't do exercise to improve how they work. But they need to get to the point where they work automatically. So how do we get them activated, right? And use them in a way that improves the use of the vocal folds? Well, the first thing you need to know is your vocal folds move very fast. Okay, so a note that's low will move at a certain speed, and then a high note, an octave higher, will move at twice that speed. So that's something you can't really control with your brain. That's like a bit of trial and error helps you find the note, right? And this is where staying in tune becomes something you have to just practice. Like even singing it badly is better than not singing at all, because if you do a guess at the right note, you're going to hopefully hear and adjust where you're going. But the vocal folds themselves move so fast that you just have to just use them to improve them, okay? We don't want to analyze them too much. So here's a way to improve your vocal fold and your staying in tune and what they do. It's humming, okay? Now there's two versions of this. One is a simple hum, with your lips closed. The second one is what I call an NG sound or a siren, and it sounds like this. It's like if you wrote out the word S-I-N-G, sing, the sound NG is just the N and the G, not the I and not the S. So it would be sing. Try it. Sing. Great. So we're wanting to use the vocal folds and to kind of go from a low note to a high note and a high note to a low note in a gradual way. Now you can try the NG, or use humming with your lips closed. Sometimes it's hard to hear through these microphones. So if you can't hear my humming or my NGing, let me know, because I'll have to do it a little louder then. Okay. Hi to Michael. Thank you for joining me, Michael. And so this is how we're going to do it. We're going to start low and we're going to hum or NG. Good. Kind of reaching a little higher each time. Good. So we're going high to low. The best way to do it is to feel like it's the sound of something falling from the sky. If any of you watched the Roadrunner cartoon, the Roadrunner standing there and the coyote throws something down off the side of a cliff and it goes, and usually it lands and the Roadrunner is not there anymore. So sing. So that's how you do the NG. And we don't want to smile too much into this. Sing. Sing. So it should sound like you're really going slowly. What we're doing here now is we're practicing using our vocal folds, okay? We want them to hit the note precisely when we sing. And this is a way to practice using the vocal folds in a way where you're changing the vibration and changing the pitch only very gradually. So when we go up, sounds a bit like, I would say, you know, when I'm in a plane and it's starting to take off and you hear that rumble and that vibration. And sometimes if you think of it as the sound, like following the sound of a plane taking off. So it's like it's getting faster, it's getting higher, and we're doing it gradually, okay? Now when you come down, something falling from the sky, make sure it doesn't sound like something is bouncing off the sides of the cliff. Okay, don't do that. So our vocal folds are responsible for pitch. So when I say stay in tune, it also, we could say stay in pitch. So pitch is another word to be in tune, okay? So this exercise, humming from low to high and high to low, is your first step for gaining vocal fold control, okay? You want to be able to control the vocal folds from low to high, like a plane taking off, and high to low, like something falling from the sky. And if you practice that a few times every day, that is going to give you more control over your vocal folds, okay? It's not something you control with your brain. It's something you'll only control by using your voice in this way. So now we'll move on to how you use this with your song. Did everyone pick a song? And put it in the chat. Let me know. Did you guys pick a song for today? Sorry, Michael. I know that my internet is doing some. I'm trying to close things in the background here because it said that I had too many things opened. So that's my fault, Michael. I hope that you can hear. Anya, great to see you there. Did you guys pick a song? Okay, that's my question to you. Anyone picking a song? Did you pick a song? Let me know in the chat. Okay, both sides now. Fantastic. Okay, so what we're going to do, and we'll use both sides now as good. You've got songs. You take your song. Okay, both sides now. Da 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 da. Beautiful song, difficult melody. It goes ba ba, then down ba 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 ba, up and down, up and down. And a lot of songs are like that, and they are trickier if they move up and down a lot. Okay, they're not as simple as just kind of a tiny bit up and a tiny bit down. So what you're going to do, Anya, with your song is you're going to use your humming or your NG on the song. Now, there's a benefit to this because you're taking the melody away from the words. Because most of us, when we try to learn a song, we try to do that all in one go. We listen to the song and we join in with the words and the pitch and the melody at the same time. So we're taking the melody, the pitch away from the words, and you're humming or you're NGing, or sirening is another word for that, through the song. So as humming would be and see if you can notice when it goes lower, when it goes higher. You don't need to notice it very well, but it's really important if you're not good at holding pitch or if you're unsure of the melody, then it's really important that you start listening to it as you do it. If you are not sure you're doing it right, go back to a recording of the song. Don't just rely on your memory. Maybe your memory is not remembering the right melody, okay? So you're going to need to practice. This is your 10-minute practice for today, is to listen to your song. Don't listen to the words. Listen to the melody. That's the pitch and where it's moving from high to low. Listen without joining in, okay? And then when you've done that, listen while humming or NGing, okay? So, and you'll notice what there it goes quite high, okay? So you need to really learn this melody. And humming, you'll usually hit even the high notes okay, whereas when you go to sing them, then you might have a little bit more trouble. But we'll talk about other parts of the voice in the next few days that'll help you to hit those higher notes. And specifically on Friday in the Zoom class, I'll be talking a lot about resonance for high notes. So I hope everybody is getting the gist of what I want you to do today. So we're learning to sing in tune. We're learning to sing better. Number one step, your exercise is low to high, high to low, humming. But it's swoopy, okay? It's going over each and every little half step and each and every half step back down again. If you play piano, it'll be every black and white note as you move up and down the piano, okay? Then your second step is to take your song and just listen to the song for the melody and then hum along with the melody. So that's all we're going to do today. That's your short video lesson for today, okay? Anyone have any questions in the chat? Good. Most of you have picked a song. I'm delighted to see that. So the other thing I'm going to ask you to do is, anyone who's brave enough, if you're in the Facebook group, send me or send the recording of you humming directly into the Facebook group. So Facebook, I think it's easier to post a video, but you don't have to show yourself in the video. You can just, show the words or something with your phone and hum along to the song, and then I can give you some encouragement. If the people who post and the people who actually take part in the challenge this week, I will be doing a special competition sort of. I'll pick one person out of a hat and they'll win a 45-minute voice coaching lesson with me. So I'll be doing that on Friday. So if you can participate, that will be helpful for everyone. They will understand what they're meant to be doing, and I can give you some feedback. And we all want to encourage you. We all want to cheer you along. So thank you for joining me today. Let me just check those comments again for any questions. It looks like everybody's doing okay. You guys doing okay? Fabulous. Wonderful. Okay, so that's it for today. I will see you at the same time tomorrow. And if you miss the video, it'll be in the Facebook group. The Facebook group will hold these videos and I'll also be emailing them. Let me know if you have a friend or family member that would like to join, and I'll sort them out and help them to get in as well to the group or onto my mailing list. Good luck, guys. I look forward to hearing both sides now, Anya, and tell us what your songs are, everyone. We want to know. Okay, bye.